Well, it looks nice and sunny out there. Parking lot got plowed. We got some snow. -5 degrees. Cool walk here this morning from home to my workplace. I think I'll stay in here. Woo! We're gonna do a little packing and a bunch of listing today. I'm gonna show some listing today on
The Crazy Picker Life with Wheeler, Dealer, and Banana Peeler.
Welcome, fellow pickers and would-be adventurers. Early Saturday morning, Dealer here on the Crazy Picker Life. Yeah, it's sunny out. It's gonna hit 30 today, but boy, when I walked to work this morning, 7:30, 8 a.m., somewhere in there, -5, not much wind. Boy, you start breathing that, you feel it. You're like, woo, that's nice. Nice and crisp. Tomorrow, Sunday, Sunday high of 60. Just interesting temperature changes here. Okay, so we did a video last night, a long video, Wheeler and I. I'm gonna finish off a little editing on that and get that out hopefully before noon today too. The first thing I have to do is I've got 7 or 8 orders here, something like that. I think another one just came in. I'm gonna get those packed off camera quick and get those down to USPS before they close at 11:30 a.m. and then we'll do some listing together. Today I've got time to do some listing. So I did 3 last night. Let me add a bunch more to that here quickly. Okay, I'm just about done with packing. I've got to show this one. I don't even know what the heck it really is. It's listed as a rare kill fit Kyfax M39 lens adapter for Exacta Topcon. And so when you find some of these pieces, they're hard to identify. They don't look like a whole lot. Obviously there's some machining involved here. There's not a lot of identification on there. Wheeler does a great job with these. We pick up some of these things for next to nothing. I don't even know where we got this thing. That's it. So for $218.75. That one's worth mentioning. Everything else has been good standard stuff. Okay, we got one good sized tote we're gonna take down to the post office. Alright, we got all that stuff packed up. Running a little tight here. My vehicle is super stiff feeling here because it's still like just above 0 degrees. It's warming up, but van's been parked in the shade and it's been actually sitting for a couple of days. I've been riding around in the Jeep and taking lawn places and just letting my van sit. If there's a couple inches of snow on the ground, my van is kind of like a greased pig. It doesn't like it. Even with good tires and everything, it's just not that great. So the Jeep is awesome, and if I can have an excuse to drive it, I'll take it. Well, I'm gonna go down there and then I may stop by my local stop and see if I can buy anything cool. My flea market antique stop. This is not the flea market that we go to in Denver, of course, but this is the local store called the flea market. And then I might swing by a few rental storage units because I need to know what they cost and what sizes are offered in my town, as I may be downsizing and moving my business back to my home, and I may practice the old storage unit game, kind of like we're gonna do on the road here when we go on the road full time. So let me see if we can do those things. All right, so some of these storage units are lower and shorter. I don't think I could get a trailer down in there very easy, but I noticed these other ones on the back end are taller. I think I can get a trailer right up in there, so these might be a possibility. Kind of on my route. Well, nothing at the flea market there, busy in there. I don't know, they always move stuff around. There's a few things I like and a few good things, but I'm really working hard on holding back right now until I find out if my building's going to be sold or not. I don't think I talked about it directly on here, but the lady that's been wanting to buy the building finally made an offer. It's a lowball offer, but then she called me and she wants to know if I want to move to the other side, and the other side of the building really is not that great. Since we're going on the road, I'm leaning towards renting a storage unit temporarily. I'm going to look on the other side and see if there's anything on the other side of this building that I'm in that I could rent for the right money that would just be a temperature controlled storage unit type situation. I don't think there is. I have to look one more time though, just to make sure. She may or may not offer up to what the people that own our building right now want. Her offer, her lowball offer, was contingent on me renting the other side. I'm just not interested. So that may fall through, and if it falls through, I'm upset for my business, my building owner, because they really need to sell the building. But obviously it's better for our business, so I'm kind of caught in the middle on that. I don't just think about myself in business situations. I always think about other people and the repercussions. If I can stay in my current spot, I'll stay there for the next 11 and a half months. But if I'm going to be forced to move, I think I'm going to go home and rent a rental storage unit for my overage and just start working out my plan to get out of town full time. So I'm gonna go back to the shop here for a few minutes and see if I can get this cover off this love sack. We're having a big packer party tomorrow on Sunday. If I could get this love sack cover washed, I think that would go a long ways towards having some people relax on that thing. It's a stinky love sack in that there's some fire retardant stuff in there, so I need to see if I can get that off. This is the love sack for those of you that don't know. It's pretty awesome. It's a huge, soft, very comfortable beanbag chair. The outside is pretty stinky though. They did some sort of really bad idea, flame retardant on it. I'm hoping the inside is not so much like that, and that if you lay on it, the smell comes through. But it's bad enough that it gives my family headaches when they lay on it. So I'm going to take the cover off and try to wash that and see if that does enough. Okay, so there's the naked sack, and I think both of them have some sort of smell associated with them. I'm hoping that washing that takes care of it. A lot of times when I buy new hats and things like that, some of the dyes and chemicals and things like that, carpet, all that stuff has some real bad outgassing. We try to avoid a lot of that. It bothers our allergies and it makes us kind of for a while. So I'm gonna bring this home and wash it, get some lunch, and see what's up with Wheeler at home. Okay, back in the office. I gotta list some stuff. I'm trying to stay off sugary energy drinks like Rockstar. I haven't had any all week. I had one coffee this week. I hope to have another one today because I'm down there. Last night we were watching Waterworld with the boys until 2:30. Boy, that's a long movie. And then I got up at 8 or 7:30, somewhere in there. So that's like not enough sleep. Now I'm dragging. Okay, hey, a shout out down to Costa Rica. My buddy Ricky down there sent me this. to the Crazy Picker Life. Somehow a Wisconsin Leinenkugels button made its way down to the flea market down there, and so Ricky sent it home. We'll make sure that that gets back to Wisconsin. We're in Kansas, but we used to live in Wisconsin for 40 years. I like those Wisconsin beers. Appreciate it. Okay, yesterday... Ooh, put this in my spot here. Yesterday, I went out and did a little picking, and I found Banana Peeler a good case belt buckle that he listed up yesterday. I don't know what he listed that for, $20 or $25. Kind of an oddball. We've had good luck selling these oddball looking ones that we've been picking up. I don't know, paid $5 or $6 for that. I paid $20 for a Game Boy Color, which came with a couple games, works just fine. Banana Peeler, I think, listed that for, I don't know, $40 or $50. It's in really good shape. And then there's a couple here that are not listed that I'm going to list right now on Amazon. Super Mario Deluxe goes for okay money, and Wario Land 3 doesn't go that great, but both these are good Amazon ones. I'll have to check. I think it's 20 and 10 basically. So those are going to be my warm-up listings, and then I'm going to keep listing here. Okay, I got my coffee in my Schlitz glass. Wheeler showed up. Anybody out there watching know what logo that is? It's an H and sort of a keyhole of sorts in a triangle, and maybe there's like a leaf up here or flames. If anybody knows what that is, let me know. We can't find that one. Okay, so this is a lighted buzzer type thing. These are glass. Well, glass there. Strangely, feels like glass. Must be like a safety glass. Protects it from basketballs and such. This is like a basketball switcher, so this would be on the scorer's table, and they would switch it for one team or the other, or some sort of signal. I haven't watched that close enough to know what these exactly mean, but I know what this means. Substitution. That is loud. So that is pretty cool. Can't find anything on the company that makes any sense anymore. This has probably got pretty good age on it. I don't know, 30, 40 years, something like that. Works fine. Bought it for 20 bucks. I'm gonna list it. I'm gonna start it at 100 or $99.99 plus shipping. Let's list that. Okay, so here is the Ever-Ready battery crate piece. This is the side of a wooden crate. There would have been some sort of batteries inside. I'm not sure the details on that. Somebody took the side of the crate and fastened it to a window frame, like for a basement window, and used it as a dust shutter or a cover. Wooden crates went out for the most part in the 40s, and so this probably has some pretty good age on it. It could have been used, or could have been around in the Dust Bowl era of the late 20s, 30s. Not positive. That's kind of how I sold it. Not sure if it will sell. I paid $20 for it. I listed it at $60 plus shipping. We'll wait and see if it's a nice decorative piece. It actually is kind of interesting and decorative. I don't know who would like it, who would display it. It would be tough to reproduce, so we'll see what happens. Listed. Okay, so here's a porcelain long-distance telephone sign. I didn't know as much as I knew about it now when I bought this. There's an older authentic version of this. Obviously this is a reproduction. Even every once in a while I just close my eyes to things like new grommets and stuff like that, and I just fool myself into thinking, oh, maybe this is a real deal. So it's still a nice reproduction, whatever. Listed it for $30 plus shipping. I got it with a lot of telephone stuff. Okay, so here's a US West vintage telephone booth desk pen pencil holder thing, some sort of a novelty souvenir. I listed that. There's nothing out there quite like this. If there's a US West fan or somebody wants a telephone booth like this, $29.99. I'm going to start at that plus shipping. Listed. Here's a measure your profits, long distance for business, 1-800 Mountain States Telephone Company, wooden square vintage ruler. Listed that for $24.99 plus shipping. Nothing out there quite like it. There actually was one out there beat up, sold for $10 free shipping. I'll hold out a little bit, and hopefully I described it so people can find it, the right person can find it. Here's a lot of 2 plastic Mountain Bill US West telephone company toppers for some sort of telephone booth. I sold these as a lot of 2, or I listed them as a lot of 2. Started them at $60 for the lot plus shipping. We'll see where that goes. Listed. Okay, a couple of pin sets here. I listed this one over here for $29.99 and this one for $44.99, both plus shipping. Pins didn't do as well as I had hoped they would. When I lotted all the telephone stuff together, I'm going to do okay on it. Some of it I'm not going to do as good as I wanted to do, and some of it I'm going to do better. It will even out, and I will do okay on everything. But when you actually look stuff up, you got to obviously price it to go. You can't just price it the way you want to. And so that's what I get for not knowing what I'm buying. It was not the best pick on the telephone stuff, but when it's all said and done, I'll double my money, maybe a little better. Okay, so here's a rotary telephone, Western Electric. The handset is pretty worn and used. There's a market for these. I'm going to list this one at $24.99 plus flat rate medium USPS. And see if I can get rid of it for $20 on sale or whatever. If I can't, when I get another one in, I'll just start lotting them up. Different colors, older, lighted dials. There's a lot of telephones that sell well. This is not one of them, but it came in with a lot of some other stuff. I bundled this in to get the price I wanted at the flea market on something. I can't remember what. Listed. Okay, so here is an 8mm film lot that we picked up somewhere along the way in Wisconsin. There was a price tag on it of $10. Who knows? Monroe Cheese Days. There's things like Hawaii vacation and Switzerland vacation and lots of dairy day parades and farms and weddings and typical family film stuff. I don't think there's anything here crazy. Some of them aren't labeled. I have no idea. I don't watch them. We don't really pick these things up very often unless we get them real cheap. I'm actually going to just put this at auction starting at 99 cents plus shipping. I just want to move it out. I'm not even worried about it. I think I'll make, if I paid $10, I think I'll make my money back at least. And it may go for a bunch more. Who knows? Detailed pictures, few things in the title. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, here's some Arcray Gluco card test strips. These are some miscellaneous ones that came in. Listed these at $20, which is about the going rate. Okay, so I'm forcing myself to list a few more items here. I have probably seven 7 or 8 items to pack up. I'd like to do that before I end for the night at 11 p.m. tonight. And I want to get this video uploaded. We were running pretty late last night and early this morning. Been a long day. So I'm going to force myself to list a few more items, and then I'm going to get this video uploading and pack the items for Monday off camera. But let's keep going. This is an old porcelain barn or shop light. The porcelain is pretty much gone on the outside. The inside is pretty good shape. It's white. That's pretty good. The thing that makes this different and why I bought this and I paid 30 bucks, 25, 30 bucks, is this articulating Appleton doomajigger here. That is fairly scarce. I marked this at 60 plus shipping. We'll see how it goes. If this was all good porcelain and this was good porcelain, I don't know if they can redo it, but if it was, it'd be a couple $100 easy. Okay, so it always amazes me. Certain cars, banks, dealer promo cars go for a lot of money. This one, we got thrown in with a lot of photographs and magazines, and the guy wanted $15 for it. Depending on how you look at the deal, I probably paid $10 for it. Wheels are good, bottom is good. It's a bank. There's no key. It's called Auto Bank by a company out of Chicago. Banthrico, Banthrico. And although the paint job is faded and somebody looks like they touched up the windows, very scarce. A couple at auction, one like this at auction didn't attract enough attention that week and went for 68 plus shipping or something like that. A car version went at auction with 5 bids at 160. There's only one listed under both of those names at the same time, and it's listed for $212 or $220 or best offer. So the condition of this one is one thing, no key. The truck might not be as favorable as the cars. I don't know, whatever. I listed that as $100 plus shipping, which is cool. And it may not go for that. It may only go for 70 or 80 down the road a little bit. But that makes my day right there. I like that kind of stuff. All right, so my last item I'm going to list today is this Stroh's Beer Ahoy Mate Welcome Aboard anchor and ship's wheel sign. I really like the looks of this sign. It's very, very simple. It is plastic. It is not the lighted version. Apparently they have a lighted version, which in a lot of ways would be even cooler. It's in fairly good condition with scratches on the portal and things like that. It originally had some sticky stuff on there, and I couldn't find the date, but unfortunately, being plastic, etc., it doesn't go for as much as the lighted version. One went for, I think, $35, $40 plus shipping. Another one went somewhere right around there. There are none listed. I will list it at $59.99, and it'll probably sell on sale or it'll sell down the road a little bit. I paid $28. I might end up making 10 bucks on it. I just couldn't leave it there. I like it. I like it. Can't keep it, but I like it. And then again, somebody might come along and snap it right up. You never do know on that. So I'll list that. We've got Brett Favre here.
Yep.
I mean BP. Banana peelers in the house. What's going on, BP?
Not much.
What you been up to?
Not much.
I showed some of those items that you listed yesterday. If you want to have that Game Boy or whatever for your video, it's right back there on the shelf over here.
Okay.
I know you're gonna do a banana peeler show, I hear.
Yep.
Been out doing your route,
Mm-hmm.
school,
Yep.
hanging out.
Daily chores here.
Yeah, I got a chore list. You got a raise for the new year, right?
Yep.
So now you're on the taskmaster list. It's all right. Next week we'll start cleaning up some of that stuff in the back room and listing it.
Yay.
Made a big dent here and all this stuff. I got to stop buying and start listing. We might go to red alert mode if we get the boot out of here.
Yep.
Either way, we got to keep moving stuff out.
Yep.
Yep. So you got a Packer game tomorrow. Do you know who they play?
Yeah. New York Giants.
So what do you think?
At Lambeau. I'm pretty sure we're gonna lose.
Really?
Same with Miami. They're playing Philadelphia.
Really? So
No,
your
not Philadelphia. Pittsburgh.
team jersey that you're wearing, your mom's team, is gonna lose, and
Yeah, we're both playing.
Miami's gonna
Toughest
lose.
team. Yeah, we're both playing tough teams.
That's your prediction.
Yep.
You coming for the party tomorrow?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Good visiting with you. All right. Let's see if I got my number right. I was gonna try to remember it, but then I saw BP. I gotta write my number down. 615, 14 listings. Okay. So for those of you that don't know, we do keep statistics of our listing numbers. It's part of how we keep motivated. 14 items, $615. Not a bad day, not a great day. Those are all good, steady, medium road items, so we should get some payback on some of those rather quickly in the coming weeks and months. For the month, we're at 200 items, 10,000 already. Wheeler had a great day, and then we have a prize. I think we're gonna do Wheeler and yourself and I are gonna go out to eat somewhere locally.
Yep.
Wherever you guys choose, we'll go out to eat. Nice place, whatever. Eat anything you want, all you want. And bowling. If we meet our January goal, we're just gonna ratchet it back and do a fun guys' night out. Sound good?
How would we make our number if we're out of the office?
Well, we won't make it that day.
Yes, then we won't get next time's prize.
Well, if we're not going to be in the office that day, won't count. But we got to make January 1st even before we worry about that. I'm not about not being fair. Let me peek at Wheeler here a minute.
Hey, Peeler.
Wheeler, what's going on? You got a lot of ringle dingles?
Yep, well that stuff's pictured and I'm listing all this stuff. I just covered from Pizza Con last time. In it.
You're in it to win it now?
Yep.
I just got done listing. I got my number up there.
Cool.
Hopefully it'll make us over the hump.
Yeah.
What you working on there?
You're my scooter I'm gonna bring on the trip. It's gonna be like $1,000 scooter or something. I'm gonna get something crazy.
Oh, I see. So you're
The
doing
bill's
some
not going down for another 450 days. It's gonna be fresh.
fresh.
I'm deciding still between a dirt scooter and a normal scooter. because
Carbon
the dirt scooter
fli-
thing going over-
Carbon fiber.
Yeah, titanium. But
Now this is going to be in addition to your... What are you doing here? Photobombing? Who am I talking to here? Whoa, careful
Banana
there.
Wheeler.
Don't knock yourself down.
Banana Wheeler, that's Peeler.
Banana Wheeler.
So for the most part there, BP, I'll be working on packing if you want to do your video without me.
Banana Wheeler and I'm Peeler.
So this is in addition to your hoverboard or whatever?
Yeah, electric skateboard.
Electric skateboard? Where
Not
you
bringing two scooters, I'm bringing one.
where are you gonna fit all this stuff?
I have one scooter thing, man.
It's gotta fit inside your case.
Oh, it does?
What do you think?
Oof, good luck with that. My skateboard isn't gonna fit inside there. It's gonna be too long.
Well, this is what I'm talking about. You
That
think
doesn't work.
you think everybody can just have their case and then they can have all this external stuff floating all around?
I don't know. How's that gonna work? I have
Wow.
a smaller case.
How many
smaller
people?
case, and then my big
How
stuff.
many people do we? How many people do we have going?
I have 2 cases that equal the same mass as the big one, except one's really long and one's normal because these things are long. That's the problem.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to work out the details.
Don't think about that.
But you know, maybe it's gonna have to be on the roof.
Yeah, it could work. Well,
Maybe it'll have to be on your lap.
They're like expensive. I don't want it all messed up. You can fit a smaller bag and take it all apart.
Probably could drag it behind on a rope.
There you go.
Like a trailer.
Put a gimbal on there so it stays up. What do you call that thing?
Well, I mean, this is going to be a challenge to have a happy balance, but I mean, it's
Definitely ringing a scooter, no doubt.
well, I understand. I'm just telling you, there's going to be a certain standard, and everybody's going to have to stick to it,
Yep.
including me. The only one that's not sticking to the same standard is your MOM.
Yeah, because I always figure like each place we go, if I really want a skateboard, I can buy a skateboard for $100. But scooter's different. It needs to be, first of all, it's expensive if I want to change out every time.
Well, then you're going to have to figure out,
John,
when
really
we
is
travel,
good.
you're going to have to
Exactly.
figure out how to stow it.
Yep. I've seen people like they bring big bikes, they bring BMX bikes on planes, they just take them all the way apart and put them in a big duffel bag.
Yeah, well, there's going to be no BMX bikes.
Well, I know that.
Not
I'm saying like a scooter's a lot smaller than that.
Well,
So, should be that bad.
I figured there would be 2 people that were going to have the biggest problems.
Yeah.
And I'm pointing the camera at one of them, and the other one's not here.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
Got
Anything else going on?
this inspiration telling about my new camera plans and how I'm upsizing from what I was thinking.
Yeah, I know every couple of days it changes. So
Not really.
there will come a time, probably in the next 6 to 10 months, where you will be given your dimensions or your
Moment of
case,
reckoning.
and then that'll be it.
Yep.
So,
I need the case so I can start jamming stuff in there.
well,
I guess, you know what?
I can
Because
show you the ones that I'm interested in. It was those long ones that we
Yeah.
saw.
you know, I was saying I need a long case of a normal case. Why not just have one big long case? Like, who needs the smaller one? I can just fit everything in my longer case.
Well, I showed you what they were.
Yeah.
Problem is the clothing. So when we travel, what you might have to do, I've seen a few people do this challenge.
Mm-hmm.
They wear like 18 layers of clothes.
I'm gonna do like the 100 t-shirt challenge every time we travel.
Well, yeah, it's only anywhere from a half day to a 10-day travel, depending
That's
on where we
pretty good.
go. So you can just wear all your clothes all the time.
Like, great idea.
Well,
That
you
done.
don't take any more space.
Yeah. But basically, the plan of the scooter in short is I need to, first of all, build a custom scooter. Secondly, it's not going to be one of these $600 custom scooters. It's more, I'm going to try to up the pieces where they won't break as often. So titanium bars, hopefully like a super tough mud resistant BMX headset and some other stuff. So
Well, see,
figure that out.
here's the deal.
Mm-hmm.
We're going places where we can get mail. So if you
Well,
have it, whatever scooter you have,
I'm saying I'd rather have it so it's low maintenance.
you can order parts and you can order tools
Yeah,
anywhere you're at.
that's true. Well, I thought about that already, yeah.
And actually, there's going to be more of that type of stuff going
Okay,
on.
well, I'm buying a Razor Walmart scooter, and I'm just well, actually, could just buy one of those everywhere you go. That'd be really bad, though.
Right.
The worst type of scooter.
Yeah, but think of the savings.
Yeah, I always
Think
tell
of the
them
space
every single
savings.
time.
You don't have to do the 30
Folds
out.
up.
You don't have to do the 30. Where are you going?
I don't know, it's going down.
You don't have to do the 30 outfit traveling trick
Yeah.
where you're really thick. All right, I got to end this.
Yep.
Okay, well, that is that. This is the time of the show where I thank you for everything, including your comments. And I seem to be having a date problem. I can't seem to get off of the month of December in certain parts of the video. One of the problems is when I render and upload the video, it's not a good idea to do that again. You lose all your views and comments, or you have 2 of the same video up. It just doesn't work very well. So once I make that mistake, when the video starts and it shows December instead of January, usually somebody reminds me, and then I'm like, oh boy. I can't do too much about it. So I'm going to try to remember I'm in January. I'm going to try to remember it's 2017. But I do appreciate the slight, gentle nudging. Thanks for the comments. I appreciate everything. I appreciate you watching. Appreciate the support with your thumbs up. We'll just keep moving forward. I don't know what the topic's going to be tomorrow. I asked, I'm not trying to get in trouble here. I asked Lon if she would do an interview. Some people want to hear what she has to say about the Crazy Picker life and Dealer and Wheeler and Banana Peeler and the trip. She said she doesn't want to interview right now, so I understand. It's a lot of pressure, so we'll see what we can do in the future. I'll have to come up with a topic tomorrow. Tomorrow we have a family Packer game in the afternoon, I guess. Big Packer game. I'll come along for the ride. Relaxing day. Monday, more of the same. Thanks for watching again. Appreciate it. Dealer out. Pick well, list often.
Hey, Wheeler.
Dealer Production.